Right, Mark II TT, where is it at and how much more have we got to do? So if you looked in the previous videos, we showed you all the items we had to go on. You can see that one here. So if you look back over the videos, you'll see we done the RS4 fuel pressure valve return. We've done the Viz high pressure fuel pump stage 1 mod upgrade. And we've done the Viz freewheeling on the oil balance shaft delete. So we are getting there. So I've just been down here for about half an hour and I've started putting this all together. I've still got all that to all put on, but I'm a bit sketchy on how much to put on until we've started it up and actually see if anything's leaking from the turbo, oil or coolant lines or anything like that, because we had everything off and everything back on, and we've had the sump off and just loads of things. Just want to make sure. But what I really want to get done today, if possible, is get the intercooler in, because then once the intercooler's on, there it is there, I can literally start putting everything back together. It's like putting the new exhaust on and just literally, yeah, just buttoning it all up, putting it back together, seeing if there's any issues. So first things first, let's whip the front bumper off. I'll do that in a few seconds. You'll see that all off. If you don't know how to take the front bumper off, look at my video up here and that will tell you how to do it, because I went a bit more into depth with it then. I just want to get it off now, get the old intercooler out, get the new one in, happy days. So, see you in a second. We're getting there. So that's the bumper all off. So we've got to get the crash bar off. I think these have got to come off. Oh, that's quite nasty, the air comrade. See if we can give that a blow out with the airline and clean that up, because that's going to ruin our flow. So we'll see what we can do with that. I would put a new one on, but I don't have one and I really want to just get this done today. So I'm hoping once we've got that off, we can unbolt a few things and it'll give us enough space to split the rad pack and get it all off. There's the intercooler there. So let's do it. Alright, so the crash bar is all off, so I'll take it, we've got to undo this, and then maybe some bits underneath these, and then hopefully that will all pull out. I should be able to pull this out from the top so I can get to all the fixings now, and hopefully slide the new one in. Right, so I've managed to get the old one out, which is there. This is the new one. Show you the difference in thickness. Plastic, all metal. So let's try and get this back in there. So the intercooler is in. So happy days on that. You do get all these fixings. I did find that I needed to drill some of the brackets out because some of them weren't lining up. So that one there I drilled out. That one there I drilled out, and those ones I left alone. But that's all that on. So I just get all the front end back on, and then we can move on to something else. We are winning. So the front end is nearly all back together. Happy days. Hopefully we've got no leaks. Intercooler's in. Notice that this side will not go forward anymore, but it's not rubbing on anything, so I don't think it's really going to be that much of an issue. So I think I've just got to lift the front bumper back on, but it might be easier for me to hook up the intercooler pipes while it is how it is. And I got not that one. Oh, let's have a look. What we got? So we got this bit here to go on. got new seals, so let's get those on.
That's all the other intercooler pipes all plumbed in. Bit of a weird video. The camera's really playing up today for some strange reason. But it is what it is, and I'm pretty sure it's good after this.
So the front end is nearly back on. So I think it's time to get under the car. Let's see how well this downpipe fits. It is a gravity one, and I've also had bad luck with gravity stuff. It's never fitted that well. But for some reason, I thought, yeah, let's throw a gravity exhaust. So hopefully I'll have a bit more luck with this. So far, so good. I'm actually quite impressed with the fit on that so far. It's gone on pretty well. Without fault, to be honest with you, but obviously I'm not going to use the exhaust gasket it came with. I did buy an original one. And I did get brand new Lambers front and back. Couldn't get the back one off, but I could get the front one off. But I thought, do you know something? Let's just replace them both. There we go. Going on really, really well. I'm actually looking forward for actually starting this thing up. Yeah, we've got to get that bracket on there. And we're getting there. So I was going to put that top Lambda sensor in while I remember. So let's do that now. We might even get a start up today, which will be mint because it'd be good to see if we've got any leaks. So Lambda sensor going to go in here. Brand new Bosch. And it even comes pre-paced. Where is my tool? There it is. This is my Lambda tool I made. Alright, so let me crack on with getting that on. That's like a repair kit, I don't need that. Just want that for the moment. Just make sure it's the right connection. Yeah, happy days, it's the right connection. Right, where's my Lambda tool? One Lambda tool. Right, let's move that out of the way.
Now I just need to plug in the Lambda plug. So one of the hangers on the downpipe is too long and is hitting the subframe, so that is definitely getting chopped down.
Right, I think I've got everything on it that I need to for the moment. Obviously apart from the coils plugged in, because I don't actually want it to start up. I'm just trying to double check everything, just to make sure. Right, let's see what happens. So just letting the engine prime. Right, let's see if we've got any leaks. let's put the coils on and see if it actually runs. That's all plugged in, that's all plugged in. Why not run that well? Right, so that's on there, got a bit of protection. I think we better open the doors for this. It's running. I think we're good. Put the top bit together.